Yeah, pie in my backsplash. Hola, mi amos. You get to see you're still breathing. Staying Frank strong ain't as easy as it seems, as you've seen. I don't know if you've seen that last live I just did, but I just had it out with Trap Lord Ross and Dr. Phil Drake. I'm just saying, these monies over there, they ain't got no two brains or nuts between the both of them. I mean, where's Trap Lord Ross and Drake at for real, son? I mean, are they gonna just keep ending up like with their eyeballs going diggity diggity down on my holy shoot deuces the deuce deuces are those pants he's wearing? I think those are pants. Yeah. Peekaboo, peekaboo. I got my diaper wipey on under my pants. You think you try to trick me when you try to Dr. Phil Drake me? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains and chicken chicken chat, y'all? Yeah, guys, pies was pretty awesome, and then after that, it was pretty awesome. It was way more awesome than the after guys pies. I mean, I talked to Trap Lord Ross again. He kept popping up trying to interview me, and he didn't want to ask me about my clam slam. So I made him uncomfortable, and I pulled the real pony out. And now I got sexual evidence is the where Skip has the old Trap Lord Ross more child supports, and I owe Drake a couple helicopter rides around in downtown, reach around with the yacht balls going diggity diggity down. My clam slam be hitting multiples. You guys diggity diggity think that Boney just gonna bust out the bone chain when I'm over here having real drill beef and the comedians how many tickety times it does tell to take a jokes for somebody that has their keister hole look at like a Diddy Shockers. It does get a little bit rough out here on the mean streets of the interwebs. For the Banana Kings, ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains and chicken chat, y'all? So it appears that if you shoot enough douche juice off the backsplash, that grandma gonna pop out looking like a oogie boogie boogie shoogie from the 1972's episodes of the Sports Illustrated. I'm talking about she about to be talking about losing to gravities due to grandmas back in the diggity day did not know about shockers and then blockers. They were being ignorantes as to the cilantros of how many roses do get thrown in a liggity liggity live. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Hola, mi amo Z. Grandma being ignorante says to how many tickety times an extra large chicken that nothing to see no nothing to see at all nothing to see at all large extra large chicken could bust off the bone chain and lose to gravities. Grandma being ignorante says due to how many amounts of sour creams it says her nut mustard could bust off the bony bone chain before she has to actually indeed let everybody know where her job application is at the Wendy's parking lot due to how many times she been kicked out the truck stop writing her phone number on the bathroom wall. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Peekaboo, peekaboo, peekaboo. Hola, I mean I'm on Z. Good to see you're still breathing. I don't know about colors and things, but thank you for reminding me that I know about numbers. I'm not sure about letters, but some of the letters get missed and construed in my. I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody that's some brains. That's right. I need some brains in the chickadee chat. Peekaboo, peekaboo. How many tickety times your peekaboo pop out the backside of the front side of your douche juice caboose when you trying to peekaboo with your diaper wipies? I balls off of my camel toe. I'll be trying to tongue punch your fart box every tickety time you throw me them whisker biscuits and they don't taste the same. Why your fart box don't taste the same as your freaking whisker biscuits? That says why you think the chicken's running off of my roses? Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat, y'all? Unless you want Skip to find out about how many hetero life mates I could get to leave Shaboy in a week. I mean, I was on a quest to make ex-wife says the next the next bony new neckmaster and now it seems like Skip over there just trying to run away because he's scared because his bony is insufficient just like Dr. Phil Drake says, which I just proposed to propose him an announcements or how many announcements it does tickety take before I could get the multiples of bus off the pre-moisture levelizations is that Shane's mama cannot reach due to her little baby boy being liggity locked up. Can I get some free Shanes, y'all? I need free Shanes in the chickadee chat. What's going on? I don't know what's going on, Frank, but it sounds like you handling that money the way I'm handling Boney. Handsies, handsies, ons, tungsies, all over the fungies, amongies of the toesy woesies, of how many times nosy knows that. Boney just buzzed out the bone chain, and it wasn't even on a camera, and it was right here, and this is a load of douche juice caboose. Yardbirds in the chickadee chat. Can I pretty please get Boney back? I do not need to be owing any more child support. It says I was not, it was unprepared to me. Yardbirds, I need Boney back. I'm not exactly sure which Yardbirds is here. Frank, who's here? Because somebody just took Boney right here off the bone chickadee chain. And now my plug needs more WD-40. You hear how squeaky deaky it is? This money should sound like a wet whistle. This money should sound like an air fart. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Could you holler at your boy? We starving out here. Boney just bust out the bone chickadee chain, Frank. What am I supposed to do? My imaginary friend does not have any advices for my FedExual women's trying to get FedExual to your boy. I don't know how many women's try to ship their box in a box to anybody else, but diggity dang. They're going off the bone chain. I would do that, except for there's so many available, and Shane's mama is my drug of choice. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Could you holler at your boy? I already hollered about a Muslim about how I would never even go into a creepy crotch rocket crotch slot and come out that money's looking as moist as Mr. Muhammad did, talking about the way of a virgin says gonna get more moisturized. Look at the moisturizer. Eyeballs up in the cheek. I know I'm not wearing the diaper wipey. I know that Skip is over there tattletaling on your boy. That's right, free Shane in the chicken chat, y'all. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Y'all, it's your boy. We starving. Boney done bust out the bone chain right before your eyes. He's like Houdini with the weenie. He trying to cost me more and more child supports due to how many yard birds lining up out the front side of the back side of my 10-pound batter ripper. I mean, they just trying to get my glittery outfits. Maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chickadee chat, y'all? There is no more supports, Richard. Why you think your wife is trying to hoard beef sleeves? If anybody's hoarding beef sleeves, it's Richard's wife. She over there doing little flippity flippity flappities, new news, getting them beef sleeves, hitting them multiples on multiples all the way to double, triple doubles away to do it inverted clam slam before you could moose knuckles. She is unruly with them thiggity things the way she be running that monies. Hola, I'm Z. Welcome back to the dark side. If this is your first time here, it's time to spam my brain. If you've been here before, peekaboo, peekaboo. Ain't no brains here. Well, what had happened was at first, this dude, he ran up a mountain backwards through the cornfield, butt naked, right? And he did that money all the way with a holy ass diaper wipey, right? And then he played peekaboo, peekaboo, and then his clam slam learned everybody how to accept everybody for being themselves. But that never happened in that book. I don't know what happened. They should have probably did that. I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that had some brains. Y'all, that's your boy. We starving out here. I do know that they know that. I know that you know that they know that. I know that you know that. The backside of my diaper might be looking more holier than my cock socks, which bury my cock in hers. My favorite month. I mean, he's gonna be the one that keeps me from breathing. Indica vibes tried to keep me from breathing, but that didn't work because a little birdie came and whispered in my ear, and then she spit in my keister hole and said, "No, no, no, Z, no." Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. That's right. Tell him, Frank. You gotta finger bang my fart box. You gotta let my fart box. I forgot that I'm jumping up and down with my diaper wifey not hanging out. What in the? How you gonna allow me to do that, chickadee chickadee chat? Look at how holy my diaper wifey is. My Ava Paz had a nice night tonight. My Ava Paz had a better than average night tonight. We talk about larger than average. Why you think Boney just bust out the bone chickadee chickadee chain right off the beginning of this liggity life? What else am I supposed to do? Try to resell my used Ava Pazes when I already got them listed on YouTube Liggity Live. The YouTube Liggity Live shop. I don't know if that's a thing over here. I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Yeah, it got blown out. Grandma, Grandma got them shockers. She runs with that nanner shocker too. She don't even throw the old shocker. She just goes straight for the nanner shocker. She don't throw new. She don't pre-moisten. It's a whole load of douche cabooses. All up in the mouthfaces of the roofless and toothless yardbirds. That's right. I need hands in the chickadee chat. Y'all having a happy day. That's right. Chickadee chat, chickadee chat. I need to know if you like that old shocker, that new shocker, that nanner shocker. How many little birdie shockers is it going to take for your raccoon shocker to go diggity down? Peekaboo. Whoa, whoa, pull it too far down. Dang. Peekaboo, peekaboo, Peekaboo for you gotta get that diaper wipey pre-moistened. Peekaboo. And Shane's mama gonna pop out the backside of the front side and pop Boney off the bone, chickity chickity chain. For you sit on my noo. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody, maybe know somebody that has some brains. Jealous your boy be starving out here. Trying to stay frank strong is very hard to do, and Boney be busting off that bone chickity chickity chain while you're throwing moist, wet, and noodle noo-noos all over the place, all over the town, trying to cause more child supports than Skip even trying to be willing to do. Can I get some brains? I could get a job, but holding a sign down by the road is way better. Throwing noo-noos at Shane's mama, which also includes me my free my PlayStation and all the things I do playing my Fortnite. It throws that into a whole nother mix. I mean, I would much rather throw noo-noos and play Fortnite all day than go to get a job and every once in a while have to hold a sign down by the road. I mean, the highway, the expressway, the E-way. I'm not sure where you from, so what you call it. But out there by the road, they have it paved. Most places, I'm in Snitch again. So some of these roads, they ain't even really paved. I mean, they sort of look like your grandma's clam slam off the backsplash. It's roady and bumpy. It sort of looks like my asshole, full of hemorrhoids. Lots of spokes when you go. It's a bumpy ride. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickity chat? Y'all, ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody, maybe know somebody that has some brains. Unless you got some horsepower like my Piggly Wiggly Squiggly, you ain't gonna make it over double, triple doubles in my hemorrhoids before you get a touchdown. Touchdown. I mean, I know that they know. I know that you know that they know. I know that you know that they know. I know that they know. I know that you know that they know. I know that you know that they know. I know that you know. That's right. Tibbity tibbity taps. Homeworks is very special. That's where new news come into play. I know that they know that. I know that you know that they know. I know that you know that they know. I know that El Presidente needs a little bit of douche juice in my shockers before I throw my blockers. I need Boney to get back on the bone, chickity chickity chain, in order for your boy to stay a little bit frank strong. I know that you know that they know that. I know that you know that they know that. I know that you know that they know that. I know that you know that they know that. I know that you know that they know that. I know that you know that I don't know what diggity dang thing about once a thing about how what looks sus you will, how many times my glizzy blast I'll be busting Boney out the bone chain, costing your boy a little bit extra larger larger than average child supportness says ain't no brains here, Barnyard Farms, what up though? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. I'm out here in the ski. We got a whole lot of boogie shoogies out here. If you want to like look like a zombie, we got all the thiggity things you could boof to make that monies hit that money shot. And if you need to get in cahootness, we got you. We stay plugged in. I mean, I don't know if you know about the banana families, but we got a little bit of reputation, stipulations of manipulative. How many? Then you might as well call me the Tiger King. Can I get some brains? And I found me my Carol Baskins, and she ain't even trying to show up. She said on my face 2 times. I only met her once. She said on my face 2 times, and now I owe her 7 child support. And it says that's a load of douche juice since a caboose. Says Carol Baskins. Carol Baskins trying to charge me child support says that I do not owe. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Y'all, that's your boy. We starvings out here. Boney done bust out the bone, chickity chain. Fake ass Drake's Dr. Phil's try to therapies me while throwing me new news. I'm talking about a blocker doesn't stop a shocker, Z. A blocker never stopped a shocker from me, Z. I don't care what type of elephant trunk you throwing around, fake Drake, Dr. Phil. That is not going to get into the front side of my diaper wipey, son. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickity chat? And as for Trap Lord Ross's douche caboose, Let me just tell you, you want to do an expose that says next time try to come with some questionings that has alignments to the plug. Everybody knows me and Adam 22 have the deal to where me and Lana the plug get to hit it and quit it every tickety time I come to town. And I'm coming out there to LA about right now. Meow. And so we're gonna make another movies, and Adam 22 just gonna have to get with it. There's no tickety time for that. And you know that we exposing everybody for where Boney been going, and we're gonna follow him around with the Boney Dick Cam. If anybody wants to see the Boney Dick Cam, hit my OnlyFans. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Could you holler at your boy? My chicken done run off with my roses, and then still lost to gravity. My piggly wiggly squiggly got more horsepower underneath the trunk than eyeballs up. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Could you holler at your boy? Hola, I'm OZ. Welcome back to the dark side. Hi, how are you? Do you have a diaper wipey on underneath your presidentialness? Says, do you have a plug? How many times Boney bust out the bone chickity chain before you gotta bust out your hidden cameras to film what goes diggity down on the backside of a downtown reach around while you're not hitting that thumbs up? Because if you hit that thumbs up, I might have to drop a deuce, and I don't want to mess up my presidential pants. Sometimes it get moist. That's why I got a double diaper wipey. Why you think I need the eyeballs off of my clam slam YouTube? That's very naughty. Naughty. Why you gotta treat me this way? I thought we was gonna tongue kiss in the mouth before you tongue punch my fart box, but now you already over there hitting that thumbs up, making grandma mad, making Shane's mama less moist. We do not need to make Shane's mama less moist, y'all. She needs to get the moisture levelization up through the 10 down by the bedbirds, the roofless, the toothless, the roofless, the toothless, just like the yard birds. Naughty YouTube, naughty. Eyeballs up in the chicken chat. I need some free Shane's so that Shane's mama can get moist, y'all. Can we get Shane's mama's moist? Or are we just gonna sit out here and let her be dry? Dry as hell. Dry as the freaking Turkish tea that she be sniffing up her keister hole. There is no need for Shane's mama to be sniffing Turkish tea in her keister hole. She needs to throw the pinkies up and have that Colombian gold eyeballs up in the chickity chat. Naughty YouTube, naughty. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get some brains? Welcome to the dark side in the banana family. Um, I don't know how to say that name and the letters and the numbers of the things. But if you hit that thumbs up, you're gonna make grandma mad. We do not want to make grandma mad. No more thumbs up in this liggity live, or I'm gonna drop a deuce and my backsplash gonna get patinaed way more than when Shane's mama got moist the last time, which was 2 days ago. Her little baby boy been liggity locked up for 2 days, and her stepson Dylan been tattletaling on Shane. So I think he might catch more charges. He's gonna go out and spin the wheel and come back like, I just caught a brand new charge. What we landed on? We landed on black, Frank. We landed on black, Frank. How many tickety times you been talking to the aliens, Frank? It's looking like you look at nothing. You looking like you been talking to the aliens. You been trying to encourage everybody to throw them thumbs up and hit that finger, bang that bell, huh? Frank, that's naughty. That balls up in the chickity chat. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Y'all, it's your boy. We starving out here. My plug squeaky. You know what else? I got WD 40 and enough KY jelly. I don't know why Adam 22 got such a big problem with me boning his old lady. I thought that it was all good. We were making movies. I got the camera to make the next movie. What am I supposed to do? Mine of the plug want to get plugged in with your boy. What am I supposed to do? Shove more butt plugs in Adam 22's asshole? I don't know. Should I just tattletale him like I'm Trench's News? Naughty, 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 you two. Eyeballs up in the chickadee check, y'all. I'm out here, I'm out here, really out here with my chickens. Getting choking, says. Trying to throw the ops a little bit of glizzy for the glizzy blast of the bus, multiples on multiples. That's right. Educational experiences for entertainment purposes only. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody, maybe know somebody that has some brains. Could you holler at your boy? I will stay on that as long as you're gonna be my plumber and you will go ATM with me every day ending in a Y. Throw them shockers and them blockers every day ending in a Y. You skip one, I'm gonna do that to grandma then. I am in Australia. I'll give you the winning lotto numbers. It's Shane's mama. Eyeballs up in the chickadee chag, y'all. Eyeballs up in the chickadee chag, y'all. Eyeballs up in the chickadee chag, y'all. They saying I'm pre-recorded. They saying I'm screen recorded. They talking about you say the same tickety dang dang thing out your mouth every tickety time you open up your sex rag. When are you gonna sit on my noo? Peekaboo. Grandma says my glizzy blaster don't hit multiples. Meanwhile, Skip, my hetero life mate, just ran off with Boney, and now I'm gonna have to owe more child support due to these yardbirds talking about them news be hitting different, Skip. That's cause they my news, Skip. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat? Unless you want to tell me where my glizzy blaster gonna hit the next multiples on multiples because I'm trying to do physics and I got psychology by a fake ass Drake. Fake Drake Dr. Phil tried to peekaboo, and next thing I knew, I had a squatting cough, and he had my nuts in his mouth, and I ain't got my nuts back. I balls up. I thought the squirrels was the one taking all my nuts. Turns out fake ass Dr. Phil and Drake over there taking my nuts. How am I supposed to get to Canadians? I don't even speak French. Says, Como Taliv. I balls up in the chickadee chat. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Hola, mi amo Z. That's naughty, YouTube, naughty. I balls. If I'm clam slamming when I'm out present pimp days, does that mean that y'all get to bust multiples for free 99? That means you cutting into Skip's game. Skip, they coming around the corner on a downtown reach around, Skip. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. I need some brains up in the chickadee chat. Naughty YouTube, naughty, naughty. Balls up. Well, if your head's hurting, keep rubbing the shaft. If the head hurts, use more of the shaft. Maybe try to use the opposite hand. Like if you're this handed, then use this hand. So then it's going to feel like a stranger. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. I got real life hacks. You want to get FedExual, your boy? Don't ask me how to do that because I'm sick and tired of yardbirds ending up at the front side of the 10 down by the ripper with all these moist vag stabs. And then Boney ends up off the bone, chickadee chain. And I got, I just ripped the earring out of my hair again. Then I got more child supports. I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna brains. If you need to know how to get FedEx you on somebody else that is not Shaboy, I definitely will give you a little hint of advice about weather advisory and how many times you got to peekaboo, and what the shipping and handling and how many ticket times. You should probably not put yourself in a box before you put your box all around Boney. Peekaboo. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat, y'all? Unless you want to overpay for the price of your ovipositors, then go to Bad Dragon. Lose the gravity. I know that they know that. I know that you know that they know. I know that you know that Adam and Eve has started selling ovipositors, but they still look like Bonies off the bone, chickity chickity chain. I can't show you a good at best as the muy caliente at best as examples. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickity chickity chat, y'all? I will hold my breath till I pass the kidney stone that shoots out your grandma's backsplash. As soon as we hit freaking 20 freaking thumbs up, dog. I will if you hit 20 thumbs up, I will pull my keister hole right out in my diaper wipey. Peekaboo, peekaboo, peekaboo. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can you holler at your boy? We starving. Well, I probably can't. I would just like moisten my diaper wipey and then also put on a really good show. I think. I don't think that. Yeah, um, like, I sniffed a rag this one time, and then I put on like one of the coolest shows ever, and then I passed out afterwards for 3 days, and then my butt hurt really bad after that, and I found out like what had happened when I seen the video footage. I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get the eyeballs off of my clams that I'm trying to wear real pants out here? Peekaboo, peekaboo. They told me to wear real pants on tickety tickety TikToks, so I ain't do what they say. I wear real pants on the YouTubes. Still peekabooing. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Y'all let your boy be starving out here. These ops be outside. They be socklessnesses trying to throw around their socks with their patina backsplash. We talking about fresh man mayo whipped up in Boney Bone Kitchen when Boney busts out the bone chain. Why you think these women be using them turkey thermometers? They got the basters with their legs up with bony bone juice off of the old cock socks from Bury My Cock in Her. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. Oh, I don't have a snatch chat. I hold a sign by the highway. I ain't worried about your cash apps or your snatch apps. How many times you got? But Richard, if you had a snatch apps, that would be helpful. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains up in the chicken chat, y'all? Unless you want to know where the downtown reach around actually originated and how many tickety times I busted, I need some more thumbs up in this chickity chat before I tell that story. If you want to hear about my story about where I even learned about how to have nosy become my nose plug before my ovipositor even was in existence, is I need a little bit more thumbs up in this chickity chat. Maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. I got a little stories to tell. If y'all want story time, you want to find out about the downtown reach around's origin stories, or how many toys I've even bought off a Bad Dragon, how many toys the girls have sent me off of Timu. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. I need that thumbs up to go a little bit higher. We scared a lot of people away, huh? If you're scared, go to church. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Y'all, that's your boy. We starving. We outside, son. We trying to get pliggity plugged in and find Boney wherever Boney went. I mean, Am22 sending me mad text messages about get Boney back. Boney in the plug. Can I get some brains? Maybe know somebody. Maybe know somebody that has some brains. Y'all, it's your boy. I don't see your nuts. I'm trying to get my nuts back. No, this is on Shane's mama. Shane's mama clitoral range, which she never lies about how many times she busts this when she uses the rose, unlike many y'all calorie impacted downtown reach around sussy raccoon and the douche juice cabooses going on in the chickadee chat right. Meow. Look at banana. No eyeballs. No eyeballs. Gravity wins. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. I don't speak any languages. Linguisticals of how many testicles goes into Boney losing his nuts every time I got a bust, and then I got to pay more child support. The relentlessness of the yardbirds and the front side of the 10 down by the river does have the cat by a tongue. Meow. If that answers your question, dog. I pop out of trash cans. Peekaboo, peekaboo. I'm not sure if you know about the color wheel of what colors go into the color wheel. You sound like you don't know like colors. No, I'm Hunter Biden. It's actually zombieisms. And this is your first time here. I need you to spam brains. You've been here before. I need some hands in the chickadee chat. Y'all having a happy birthday. And y'all having a happy birthday. Throw them hands in the chickadee chat and throw down on a clam slam. Peekaboo, peekaboo. How naughty is Boney be getting when he be bowling for Columbines and chicken noodle soups or how many SpaghettiOs you gotta shoot out the backside of your douche juice caboose before grandma can end up busting multiples and multiples and charging you more child support. Our banana family tree very straight. Peekaboo, peekaboo, it mentioned Barry. It's time to take them socks off in this liggity live and spend them monies all around your tent down by the Ripper in the Ford Explorer, wherever you watching this liggity live. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. I don't know if that answers your questions or how many more questions you have after that statement of the words of the word. I mean, those, they could be considered words, I think. Oh, Skip is over here telling he's just over here tattletaling. That's your boy. But the problem, Skip, is you can tattletale on your boy all you want over here as long as I don't shoot boogers out my nose. Son, can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. How many spooky dookies have you taken today? Have you ever been surprised about the amount of sharts on your backsplash after you fart and pre-moisten your backsplash and you were unprepared? So you did not have a pre-diaper wipey. You did not know about having a zombie coat brand diaper wipey. You was unprepared, ill prepared for the snitchiations of the contract negotiations that was going down with the Kulo. Yeah, I saw my hustle muscle at all the truck stops. I'm in search of a trucker with a loofah. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Maybe know somebody has some brains. This is not normal. This is the dark side of the interwebs. Hola, I mean, I don't see. They call me El Preza Pimpe of these parts. Do you have a hustle muscle you ready to use? Do you have ostrich farm accounts? And how many tickety times did you bust the first time you shoved nosy in your nose? Let me know down under. Could I get the eyeballs up in the chickety chat, y'all? I already talked to Dr. Phil Drake today. If there was any chance of me getting help, it would have happened when I talked to Dr. Phil Drake, set up by fake ass trap Laura Ross, that I had to get all freaking talk about the Quran with him. If I had a squeaker in my nose, I would be busting triple double nuts. Touchdowns, touchdowns. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat? Unless you're gonna tell me about the morning time and what's gonna pop up. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. Ha! That's right. Them sandwiches that be hitting differently. I'm gonna teach y'all some recipes. If you don't like kitty litter in your food, you is lame as hell. You don't even know about good financials advice. This is about how many delectableness free tasty treats comes out of kitty litter. Just adding kitty litter into one turd nugget. I'm talking about one turd. Add kitty litter in that. Roll that money up like a fruit roll up, and Bob's your uncle. I'm talking about your money. I mean, your life is going to increase in happiness is by 72 million%. Is this demoisture levelizations is that Shane's mama is experiencing? You're going to be on the flip side of that. You're going to go flippity dibbity dibbity and be at the most moisture levelizations is the known to man's. Your 10,000 by the ripper gonna bust through the roof. I'm talking about you gonna look like the Everglades. You're gonna look like the Smoky Mountains. You're gonna be looking like grandma when Shane's mama sat on her face. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Hola, mi amozi. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Yeah, I'm rolling on Shane's mama clitoral range. Oh, it isn't where it is, huh? Well, then you could flippity dibbity dibbity, get with it or get lost. I'll say that over here on YouTube. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, if you don't like what you see, fucking bye. Bye. You don't like what you see. If you don't like knowing the number of amounts of moisture levelizations Richard's wife hits from them beef sleeves, then kick rocks, dog. Like you don't gotta peekaboo, peekaboo. You ain't even gotta wear a diaper wipey. There's no need for your amount of moisture levelizations is to decrease because apparently you don't even know how to get moist. So bye, peekaboo, bye, Felicia. Ain't no brains here. Anybody hits that thumbs up one more time, you're gonna have to go away with this guy because we do not need that to happen. This guy's he holds it against me that I hold a sign down by the road and I live in a 10-town by the river. He holds it against me that I wear women pantyhose on the top of my head. I'm not sure if there's a distinction between men pantyhose and women pantyhose because I'm a man and I wear pantyhose. And if there is a distinction, could you get me that in the Urban Dictionary and tell me how many Funko Pops I gotta buy so I could like sell them off to make my fortunes and my grants and my Pokemon cards. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Can I get some brains in chickadee chickadee chat, y'all? Well, yeah, that's part of the fun and thing of that. Welcome to the banana family, Doctor Banana. You start off with a banana in your name, banana. Ooh, banana. Gucci, Gucci, goo. Gucci, Gucci, goo. Welcome to the banana family. Gucci, Gucci, goo. Gucci, Gucci, goo. Oh, that was a new just for you. Welcome to the banana family. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat? And how many chickadee times I got to tell grandma to get Boney back before y'all stop hitting that thumbs up? I need no more thumbs up and like negativeness. Like start taking them thumbs up away. You thinking I don't see when them thumbs up go diggity down like the eyeballs going diggity down on my camel toe. I be trying the camel toe so much that I pack in water and my backsplash be getting a bust that's so multiples that it looks like string cheese shooting out your boy's nose. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Cause y'all like your boy be starving out here. We outside these ovipositors looking like obstacles, talking about we ain't got enough mustard. Talking about the morning time gonna pop up when we pop out. Ain't no brand, they gonna pop out like the turtle heads out the backside of my diaper wipey. Why you think I eat so much cheese? Why you think when I bust it looks like string cheese? Peekaboo, peekaboo. Can I get some brains, y'all? I thought that I had already told you that my hetero life mate, Skip, right here, refuses to sit on my gooch anymore. And so now we have to take a break. If he won't sit on my gooch while I have to lick his gooch, we will not be a couple anymore. We will not be a thruple. I will run off with all the ostrich farms as from Kalamazoo to California, son. Like Skip already knows. He been seeing my snatches. He sees what goes on in the morning time. He been seeing the yard birds from the ski that been coming through. We already know Skip, huh? Skip, Skip messed up. He had his chance and he messed up. If he gonna make me sit on his gooch and not lick mine, it's over. It's done and over with. Oh, you want to date Skip? El Wushy? El Wushy? El Wushy? Don't mind if I do. El Wushy. No, Toro, no. El Wushy. Meow. Meow. El Wushy. Meow. If anybody wants one more El Wushy, we need no more thumbs up in this chickity chat. Any more thumbs up, we will not have no more El Wushies. We're gonna take this tent down by the ripper and let it blow away all the ways to where grandma going to pull up on the opposites and the obstacles gonna try to pop out and troll. Man, it's not good for the business. Douche juice cabooses. That means douche juice is moist on the opposite side. No, I'm El Presidente of the dark side of the internet. YouTube is part of the internet. I'm not sure if you understand that. The internet is this thing that they like have 5G. So the 5G turns against me all the tickety time. When the 5G turns against me, my keister carrot, even though it has eyeballs, will lose to gravity. 5G. Ain't no brains here and gravity and momentum and thrustises and the buttnesses and the crusty, brusty, trusty, busty, crusty butt rustices is how many butt muds gets the mud butt on grandma's backsplash is the literally a liggity limited amounts of times this is before the bus this is goes to the trust this is how many tickety times it costs a trust of the bridges is peekaboo peekaboo. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickity chat, y'all? That's right. Hey, Skip. Skip. I'm sorry today. Looks like you found one of my kind of obsessed people, Skip. So old girl, here he is. If you want to snatch chat, it doesn't exist. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. I need some brains up in the chickadee chat. And Skip got him a A1 down one, number one bottom bitch. Skip, congratulations. Maybe he can stop running off with Boney with these yard birds. Settle down. How do I mean, I've already eaten brains on a liggity live. What up, Gears? Skip found the crazy obsessed fangirl. Oh, you want to spin the wheel? Okay. I mean, eat a free tasty treat and guess the color while we spin the wheel. Well, that's red. As you know, if it lands on red, that means my attorneys are in cahoots with the aliens and I just switched attorney firms. How the hell did the aliens know where to probe? Hey, Christoph, how many times did the aliens probe you, dog? I can't get an answer. He's drooling in the corner. They keep probing him. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. They maybe know some. They probing that goodish. Hey, Skip, you've got a crazy fangirl down in the chickadee chat. Could you tell her yeah, you like your information so that she could just chill and we could deal with my crazy fangirls again? Like, why you gotta steal my thunder, son? I know he's pretty as hell. I mean, shoot. I mean, I'll be going after him too if he wasn't my hetero life mate that just dipped out on me for some chicken head in a chickadee chat. Double deep fried chicken head. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody, maybe know somebody that has some brains. Get your holler your boy. Yeah, it's free right now too. It's free for now. I'll start charging after I start using it. But until I use it, it's free. And stop hitting that thumbs up. Y'all being naughty. Nosy knows that that is against the rules. We need no more thumbs up. We need the eyeballs up. No more thumbs up. That's naughty. YouTube. You wanna get me to unwind my penny off of my diaper wipey? Peekaboo, peekaboo, peekaboo. Why y'all got to stress my test reliever and make my hustle muscle work extra extraordinarily is over ticketed times. But for the morning ticketed time, guys, I pop up. Y'all over there talking recklessnesses like you ruthless and toothless like the rest of y'all birds. I know that y'all be losing the gravity due to your incapabilities of throwing a shocker, then a blocker. You just be throwing any old shockers Nunu's included. Eyeballs up in the chickadee chat, y'all. Skip, you got Yardbirds going crazy, son. I took why? I mean, Boney's off the chain. Y'all really, you for real. Y'all really need to stop. Boney's off the bone chain. Y'all hollering at Skip. You know when Skip runs around, Boney runs around with him, and he's off the bone chain. We cannot be having Boney costing me more child support. If you promise you're only gonna play with Skip's Boney, I might let him out the tent. But Boney's out the bone chain. I need reassurance but rustolium to make sure that Boney is not going to get played with my Boney. You play with Skip's Boney, but not mine's because Boney off the bone chain, Yardbirds. Yeah, I heard that a lot of times, and the next thing you know, yeah, I cannot trust that. I've heard that a lot, and there's no way that I ever trust that. Yeah, Boney and my Nunu. Yeah, I do not trust that. I mean, thankfully, is my Nunu's attached to my face. Boney busts out the bone chain. But yeah, we cannot trust that, homegirl. We cannot do that. I mean, like, yeah, that's not that is not a substantial answers. Yeah, more and more and more child supports. What do you think? That's exactly my point. Oh, can I see Skip? And the next thing, can you have my hat? Yeah, and you're gonna think that you ain't gonna run off with Boney when you got Skip's Boney, and come on now, multiples on multiples equals to additions to subtractions on how many multiples be hitting, and I mean, the next thing I know, you sitting on my nunu talking about, yeah, we're gonna go to the beach and things, and the next thing you know, I gotta be making you toast in the morning time. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains in the chickadee chickadee chat, y'all? Unless, of course, it says the courses of the horses says is equaling to a thumbs up. Then can we stop with the thumbs up, chickadee chickadee chat, y'all? Skip. Why are you always running off with Boney trying to do all these tiggity tiggity things, Skip? He's a naughty boy. Skip, you and Boney got me in a lot of douche juices in the last 2 days. He's a naughty, naughty boy. Dang, that sounds like a R. Kelly confession, son. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. I need some hands in the chickadee chickadee chat. Y'all having a happy, 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 happy day. Peekaboo, peekaboo. How many times your mankini run out the backsplash of your douche juice caboose, and then grandma end up owing you more child supports, and Skip's still talking about I I ain't did it. I ain't did it. But then all these yardbirds talking about Skip and Boney's out the bone chain. Oh, bye. Keep breathing. Well, you come across the dark side of the interwebs. I need you to spam a brain if you maybe know somebody that has some brains. You holla at your boy. We starving out here. Boney bust out the bone chain. I promise you that I do not want you to be having me have to owe you to have me to have you owe me and me to owe you more child supports at the end of the monthlies. So if you want to get the subscriptions to the diarrhea digest, so that you could juice on my chesticles for free 99, and then I don't have to pay you child supports. That would be very, very good. And take the socks off in this liggity liggity live. Maybe know somebody that has some brains. Could you holler at your boy? We starving out here, son. No, I'm not eating. I'm not eating anything out of my diaper wipey today. Thank you very much, and thank everybody for talking about the sandwiches. Instead of the Lord and Savior, the diaper wipies. Did you ever hear the story about how the diaper wipies actually got saved? They threw a diaper wipey into a volcano, and fishes rained down from the sky, and they fed all of humanities. But they did not have diaper wipies, so they had to drop deuces in guys' pies parking lots. It says Guys Pie is the only pie place in the whole pie industry that encourages you to drop a deuce in our parking lot. Can I get some brains, y'all? Skip doesn't eat sandwiches. I've ate brains before on a live and in videos. The videos are permanent banana, and so yeah, there's probably no footage of any of that. But I definitely ate real brains. in a live and on videos that were sent to me by a crazy fan that tried to keep me from breathing. Um, Thankfully, their plan to keep me from breathing wasn't prior to where they sent me the brains, because then they would have probably gave me some brain poison. And you already know you can't brainwash your boy. I mean, I like a cockroach. The world gonna go diggity diggity down before I do. I recomposes as every liggity liggity live. My hustle muscle stressed out to the backplash of Frank's, my imaginary friend, throwing his frankfurter down my ovipositor's throat. Oh, Skip was over there. So was Boney too. Like, I need to get Boney. I don't give a dang about Skip. I need to give a dang about Boney. I'm not trying to owe more child supports, dog. I'm on Shane's mama. I'm on Shane's mama. Um, uh, who's in Gears? Get rid of Gears. Could you get rid of L real? L for real? If you're here, Frank, get rid of L for real. Yeah. You ain't on Shane's mama because I'm right underneath her belly button, dog. The brains are scrum diddly umptious as pure deliciousness is as if you ask me, you could deep fry them, you could refry them, you could preheat them, you could microwave them, you could throw them in boiling water, you could throw them, just eat them raw dog that money like Shane's mama does on the gooch juice for the douche juice caboose. Ain't no brains here. Well, I said, I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody that had some brains. Could you holler, boy, we starving out here. Yeah, we raw dogging that monies. So now is the same debate of yesterday. Due to the way the tickety tickety TikTok ended, I sort of feel like I don't know about that. But for the content reasons, I sort of feel like I should go verse some fools. But for Trap Lord Ross and me talking about if I was Mohammed, I would have never came out the mountain talking about what he talked about, and definitely would have never said nothing about the Virgin Mary. I was a little worried about where that was gonna go, and I was like, shoot, if I'm gonna say it, I'm saying it. Cody, you ain't took nothing from Skip except a couple nuts on your backsplash, dog. No, yeah, no, I know it. Yeah. I mean, I definitely need to post that. I know that's what I'm saying. I think that I do think that it's a wrap right now tonight, even though I would like to keep going, but it's definitely I think we got enough for today, which I would like to keep going. But I mean, I do know that y'all crazy ass motherfuckers that be with me all liggity long of the day long and my days long. Shoot, I should just diet out just for that, but I wouldn't. But I should diet out too for safety precautions and stuff because we're trying to be safe. And I definitely said all types of crazy things up in that live. I mean, I say crazy things on these lives every day, but that's because it's safe to say crazy things. I don't know about that. Oh yeah, well I mean the odds of me getting to sleep is probably like none. Like my camera's over here screwing up. I got things. I got to put in work. I got OnlyFans girls to hit up and make sure everything's good with them, and that some of them may even probably stream right now, and they'll be like, "Well, just come watch," and then I watch on Snatch Chat. And I don't watch on OnlyFans, but it's sort of a weird thing. It's like you're the bodyguard, but you're not even there. But if sometimes when everybody hears my voice, like I definitely had people in my life where as long as my voice is in the background, people think that I'm right there in the room, and that helps some weird circumstances from happening. Definitely been a thing. What is your deal? Is Celeste and Beauty the same person? I mean, I'm a little confused. I think y'all the same person. Are you arguing with yourself down there? Are you like me and Skip? You're just arguing with yourself? Skip is stuck in Shane's mama. Cody, we know that you're not a girl. Your name is Cody. You're in cahoots with Dylan. We already know, Cody. Oh, they're fighting over Skip. Skip. Skip, I think we might be close to making it, Skip. If you end up with as many Yardbirds as I end up with, I think we might be close to making it, Skip. That's why I told Kayla Clism the other day. I was like, yeah, it does suck about the TikTok stuff, but I think I might be the Sadie of YouTube. I think I might be the city of YouTube. Because y'all being naughty, YouTube. My bananas got eyeballs on them diggity diggity things. You going diggity diggity down on my clam slam while I ain't even peekabooing out my diaper wipey. I'm trying to mess up my bag splash. Skip done bust out the bone chickity chickity chain. And Skip collecting yard birds the same way I do. Skip, that's naughty, Skip. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody there, maybe know somebody there has some brains. You said you don't like threesomes. And then if Skip comes along with Boney, and y'all acting like Boney ain't gonna get involved. Can I get a El Whooshy? No, Toro, no. El Whooshy. Meow. Meow. How many tickety tickety times it gonna take Adam 22 to stop yelling at your boy about hitting that plug? El Whooshy. No, Toro, no. El Whooshy. Meow. 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 Hola, mi amor. Welcome back to the dark side. I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody that has some brains. Could you holler at your boy? These ops be out here outside talking about they got their Glocks in their socks. They talking about they got switches and extensions for their snitches in the ditches. While the meanwhiles, they out there tattletelling at your boy just like Skip. And now Skip got Yardbirds. So you don't think these Yardbirds of Skips is gonna tell on me and my Yardbirds? Come out. We out here trying to get ours. Skip could be a minute man. It was your pleasure to have that minute. Wait, why am I sticking up for him? Peekaboo, peekaboo. El whooshy. No, Toro, no. El whooshy. Meow. Meow. Can I get some brains, y'all? Why you all making fun of Skip? Hey, I know that I let him in the plug after I hit her, and I mean, like, the video lasted 56 minutes, and 55 of them was Shaboy, and then Skip was the last minute. But I mean, I already had her so moist and all this stuff. In his defense, like, I mean, like, you ever slip in something moist that, I mean, like, the first, I mean, he's almost a virgin. You gotta give him some self defenses. He wasn't even wearing a rubber. He caught the herpesins. I already had it. Ain't no brains here. You made me know somebody. Maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat? Peekaboo, peekaboo. How many tickety times you dive up in the deep gash and come out with a I call them the bony pimples because they pop up every couple of months. You got to take a little bit of pill. You might have to take a shot in the butt. I don't know why my one doctor shoots a shot in the butt where I gotta be asleep and I wake up and then I get a little bit more capacities every time I go for my sexual trips. Is a Sexicos. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Could you holler at your boy? We starving out here. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Can I get some brains, y'all? Skip, I'm starting to think that I think we did what I think we're starting to do it. I'm not sure. But when my co-host with the most jokes that barely tells any jokes and he only really tattletales on me is starting to have yard birds. I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat? Unless you want to throw hands with Skip, unless you're trying to sit on Skip's face. Skip does not know how to throw a noo due to I broke his snitch ass jaw off his face. Peekaboo, peekaboo. But he still does have a mean gummy, nummy gummy due to he ain't got no teeth in his grill because he had knocked him out because he be tattletaling all tickety times. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Hola, mi amo Z. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat? We the banana family. We outside, son. We looking for downtown reach arounds for that liggity low price. Do you know what Mama Sam doing to the bonies? Cause Boney been busting off the bone chickadee chain all liggity live. And I been busting out my douche juice caboose. So I think she started sticking a finger down the hole of the front side of the hole, which is a whole thiggity thing. You ever see some of them movies where they do that? Peekaboo, peekaboo. Can I get some brains, y'all? That's right, them Freshie McCreckies, them free 99s, them thiggity things Skippy throwing around, tossing salads like that ain't nothing. Like he got blue cheese from under Shane's mama's douche juice caboose. Ain't no brains here. Well, I do apologize. Do not watch this liggity live before going to beds. Before, do not eat during this thing. Do not drink during this thing. Oh, I mean, talking to me. I mean, it spans a lot larger than this, but definitely during this. If you were eating, that was a bad decision. Says. If you was drinking, that was a bad decision. Says. If you was breathing, be very careful because I've had people wholeheartedly choke up and hiccup and a moose knuckle straight through their breathing hole due to the things that come and do out of my mouth. As peekaboo, peekaboo. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Could you holler at your boy? Well, I don't know if you got me on the snatch chats, but I mean, certain mornings I can send you some stuff that will make you like think differently about string cheese and where it even comes from. Cause Yardbirds sometimes end up having string cheese shooting out their, I mean, the number one hole. And dang man, like I mean, like it does not look natural, but it's an eruption that you can't look away from, and it makes you want to taste it. I mean, like, there's no way that when that happens, even though it looks like that's not healthy, and I think I'm gonna need a shot and a pill after this, I still want to taste it. I ain't got no brains. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat, y'all? What's crack a lacking, y'all? Y'all liking the banana diggity diggity thing, huh? Y'all go bananas. There's no way the eyeballs is going up. They going diggity down, son. Eyeballs diggity down on my raccoon shockers. Till it's time to sit on my noo. Can I get some brains, y'all? You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. We starving out here. I'm trying to figure out how I can fit 5 raccoons in my asshole. I fit 4 raccoons in my asshole before, and I had the help of Purple Squirrel. Purple Squirrel is MIA. She missing. She ran up a tree with all my nuts and said, "You ain't getting them back, dog." And so I need help to shove the 5th raccoon in the backside of my diaper wipey. I need volunteers. Skip over here trying to run around with yard birds. He ain't gonna help me out. He's trying to get his bony wet. I know Google says you can only fit like 1.5 or something. I ain't sure. I forget. But me and Squirrel were hell bent to make sure that I could shove more than whatever Google said, and it was 3.5 for like a year, and then all of a sudden this all of a sudden Michael did something, and I was like, fuck it, 4 raccoons. And so it was 4 raccoons. And then, now me and Michael, we 69 in every other morning. And I mean, maybe almost every morning. I mean, I don't have the video footages, but now I need to shove another raccoon in my asshole. So if anybody's ready to like shove their foot in a thing, then we could do that. Well, all I need to tell you is if I'm your role model, safety first. Shockers, then blockers, and don't do any diggity thing I would do, cause dang, 5 raccoons is a Guinness Book of World Records. That's like boofing a whole M80, son. It does help. It helps me stay awake. I don't sleep. Skip's last name, actually, I guess, since you put me on the spot, Skip's last name really is McAllister. He's Skip McAllister. That was never meant to be mentioned. Thank you for exposing that. But yeah, Skip's last name is Skip McAllister. And that was, yeah, it's never, I never said that. I was never going to say that. I didn't want to expose Skip's last name. But thank you for doing that. If we get 2 more thumbs up, I will expose more stuff about Skip. But yeah, Skip McAllister is definitely who my co-host with the most jokes that always tattletaling on me. Reason why I got so many charges every time I go out that front side of the tent out by the river. More yard birds trying to charge me more child supports because him and Boney go running off having a fun time while I'm over here doing backlists of Frank, trying to keep everybody Frank strong and keep them from buying a imposter shake weights. Says, can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that's brains. Can I get some brains in the chickadee chat? Y'all, Skip is fucking snitched over and over. You cannot tell me. You brand new yard bird. I'm Zombie El Preza Pimp Day. Skip is my Skip is one of my hoes, dog. I mean, if the shoe fits, wear it. Where's your diaper wipey? I mean, you come out the woodworks, talk about Skip is pimping when Skip is my bottom bitch and I need to make money and you trying to use my hustle muscle for your pleasure without paying, your boy. That is a load of douche juice, dog. I don't care. You look like a yard bird with a beak that try to throw the birdie shocker and get Skip to buy a plane ticket for no reason. He ain't busting out his prison pocket unless you want him to use his hustle muscle, and then he needs like 2 pennies. 2 pennies of recompenses is the replenishes is the how to replenish my money. He needs to use his hustle muscle because he needs to get my money. I need my money. He's over there throwing his hustle muscle around with these yard birds for free 99 with Boney out the bone chain. I need my monies. Well, you can get them right here as these big ass, small ass storage units. As soon as you admit my glizzy blaster does hit multiples on multiples, you sounding like grandma. You sounding like Skip running off with Boney. You sounding like there ain't no tickety time like right meow to get the eyeballs up in the chickity chat, y'all. Why y'all gotta keep being naughty? I'm trying to figure out how to get this fifth raccoon in my deuce caboose. There's no way gravity is gonna help me out. It's like when you chug a butt plug out of a 7 Up, which I did one time at a strip club with a nice lady and a nice man. And then I once got bananaed on Tickety TikTok for telling this story. So I'm gonna say high alert and I ain't gonna tell the story. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. I need some brains up in the chickity chat, y'all. Oh, well, that's called the Arabian goggles. Well, if your toes hurt, get your legs detached from around your head and stop using none to see her. No, none to see her at all. None to see her at all. I mean, are you using Avopositor or are you using like all natural morning times? Like, I mean, like, what are you using? I mean, we need to know in the chickadee chat how we post Dr. Phil Drake your ass. Raggedy Ann. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody, maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains up in the chickadee chat? Unless you're sliggity slack and I hand that thumbs up to make grandma shorten that backsplash, dog. Oh, reaching for the hangnail, yeah. That's usually how he gets hung up over the top of his head, and then I gotta cut him down. I don't know. I don't even know why he uses ropes to cut his toenails. Skip been with me for like 2.5 years. Got to be 2.5 years. Um, and the form he's in, where he's all freaking beat up and all this, and I put the brain on him. Uh, and then, I mean, he was around before he had the Frank. Tell him, Frank. He been around before he had the Robin outfit on, but I beat his ass up so much that I beat his clothes off him. I beat that money up. I owe him a lot of child supports. Him and Boney had a lot of fun times. So then I had to put the Robin costume on him because I was on a Liggity Liggity Live one day and I had the Robin costume on, and Boney looked like a donut, straight curled up, and I was like, oh, I mean, I felt when it happened. I was like, oh no, I need to adjust, and I didn't adjust because I was bouncing around, and then they threw me a banana. So that's why I was like, I can never wear this costume again, and so that's where Skip inherited it because his Boney's way smaller than mine. Yeah. Skip with the clown mask. That's when Daddy Joker opted out on me, and I bought the Daddy Joker mask for him, and I was gonna send it to him with a bunch of uh TABCs these cartridges is. But if you opt out on me, I'm not gonna freaking send you something I bought you and then send you a bunch of other things I bought you, you stupid douche juice caboose. Ain't no brains there. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. And that was right around the time Bulldog died. So I wanted to make a joke of my ops. Uh, we're cool, but there's no way I'm gonna be down with the FYF or whatever they're called. Ain't no way I'm gonna be down with their crew in the peace treaty. On that note, I've been running into problems with people in the peace treaty today with the raccoon thiggity things. But guess what? Raccoon shockers in the house, y'all. Ain't no brains. There ain't nobody gonna even question it. I might not be allowed in certain people's lives, but I'm gonna be allowed in almost everybody else's lives. Tell you that much, son. I'm the banana king, banana family. I mean, we're two separate entities. That's sort of. I mean, we're sort of one now, right? I mean, we definitely one now, but like, doesn't really matter. My reputation always been good. I don't give a fuck what that guy did or what he does. I don't give a shit. As long as he don't cross certain lines, I don't give a fuck. That's my partner in crime. I've been talking about to certain people. I think to the world it's gonna look like I changed handlers. I changed handlers from Cassie to Michael because that's what it looks like to a lot of people. But in all reality, what Michael told me today made me realize what really happened. I changed protectors. My protector Cassie didn't protect me. She sabotaged me. Now I got a new protector, Michael, and he's fucking gonna finger fuck you right in your face if you try to fuck me. Ain't no brains here. You maybe just so raccoons up in this money. I don't give a fuck, and everybody gonna respect everything that I do because you know, I always been respectable and all that stuff. Got a good reputation. I do good diggity things. I mean, I do got a bad reputation, but most of the world at this point knows that that's all lies unless they're the trolley woly little diggity things, which they can sit and spin. Everybody already knows. But yeah, I came to that realization tonight. I was like, damn, that's really what it is. Because I've been thinking, I'm like, it's just a mirage. We're just throwing a mirage out there. We're throwing a mirage, but it's more than a mirage. I changed protectors. Because my last protector was not protecting me at all. Sabotaging me, hurting me. Now I got some real protection. Maybe I'm gonna say something. I ain't gonna say. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Well, I'm going to Hollywood is the next stop on the Zombie Co-brand tour. Apparently, I thought that maybe there was some other stops before that, but it looks like part of from my old protector. The protection that provided was a little bit of diggity things, and this thing and that thing and that thing. So now it was a kibosh. As soon as you know, it's definitely a kibosh now since Gears made my name. What that money look like right now, huh, Gears? I'm telling you. There's definitely people out there tripping because of that. I mean, I got tripped on today because the name change, and still my name, right? I ain't changed it. Ain't nothing changed. Respects your boy, and everything be gravy. No, no, I know. That's what I'm saying too. I'm like, I need to end this thing, and then I'm freaking been on an hour and a half. Um, there's still 108 people in here. So, till next time, y'all. Boney bust out the bone chain. I'll try to stay plugged in. Remember that if you don't throw a shocker and then a blocker, grandma gonna pop out the backside of the douche juice.